Positively Muskegon. It's Andy O'Reilly at the Muskegon Farmers Market this afternoon, and we are here not to talk about the fruits and vegetables and all the good stuff at the Farmers Market. It's the Retro Expo, and Alison Updyke is the responsible party for this Retro Expo thing. Alison, thanks for taking a couple of minutes out. You're busy. I mean, you're a photographer, you're a blogger, you've got these Retro Expo things going on.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the Retro Expo. Where'd the idea come from?
Well, I was a vendor in a market in Grand Rapids where they sold a lot of vintage items. And, you know, it was like long days, waking up at 6 a.m. And, you know, I was kind of involved in a project at the time with the Farmers Market through Baker College.
Okay.
And, you know, going through that process at the same time, thinking about the Farmers Market and how we have such a good venue here.
It's great. It's beautiful.
And we don't have anything like that around. I mean, we have the flea market, which is awesome, and you know, it was just kind of an extension of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are these things everywhere, or is this just something?
It seems to be really popular
Does
now.
it?
Yeah, yeah. I know Hudsonville has one. You know, Allegan's really popular. That one's been around for decades. But it seems that, you know, there's a calling for it.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if Muskegon had you know, the interest in something like that. So last year we tried one in September, and a lot of people came out, and so we thought, why not?
I mean,
take
it was more.
season?
It was more than a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was a big, fat, hairy deal. It really was.
I was really shocked.
Were you really?
Shocked.
I mean, because you go into these
was.
things and you always wonder. Because I've done expos and things like that too.
Yeah.
You always wonder, you know, is this idea cool? Are they going to
Yeah.
buy it? Are they going to show up? Is the town cool enough for that kind of thing? Were you blown away?
I mean, really, I was. You know, I frequented the flea market a lot, and you know, there was a lot of people there who had items that, you know, they said, like, we want to really bring out, you know, people that know they're looking for a little bit more expensive pieces.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Antiques that have value, and you know, cool, just quirky, odd things that you don't see a lot.
Yeah. What's your target market? What is your age group that you think you serve?
So, I mean, in my mind, I think I serve between, you know, 20 to 50 year olds.
Yeah, okay, all right.
But I really think it seems like it's a family thing.
Yeah.
You know, there's you know, elderly coming down here who are like, oh, I haven't seen that since I remember, you know, that being in my grandmother's house or something like that. So it's really perfect for everybody.
Yeah, it's a great event. What are some of the most popular things
that vendors sell?
Yeah.
I think, you know, there's a lot of furniture. There's
Yeah.
a lot of, and cool furniture. It ranges a lot. Some people repurpose. Other people, you know, have these project pieces, so other people can repurpose and things like that. It's really a great thing.
Is clothing a big deal?
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally, not to market myself here, but I have a booth there as well, so I do a lot of clothing.
Well, you should market yourself. That's what this is about. You know, we're here to help build you up.
There's another girl that sells a lot of clothing. We have some men's clothing, you know, a lot of old Levi's and things like that. And then a lot of the vendors here too, actually, the front porch open down the road here.
Yeah, yeah.
And so in between, a lot of the vendors will, they have booths over there. So now it's cool because we can say, you know, if you didn't see something you like here today, head on over down there.
You mean you can you can suggest somebody goes and visits another business?
Absolutely.
Who does that?
It's the more the merrier, you know? I mean, just like the first one, you know, something we noticed was, you know, if there's something else going on down here, then people are just going to travel from one thing to the next, and that's how cities succeed.
She knows it all. That's awesome. I love the way you think. I really do. Talk about your blog. You write a blog too.
I do.
What's it about?
Oh my gosh. It's really just for personal entertainment. I mean, it started off as just something I wanted to do for a long time. I have like a little bit of retail therapy that I do. So, you know, it started off as just blogging about clothes, and then it turned into some personal things, and then it turned into stuff that I'm doing, whether it's, you know, the expo. I realized that I started dabbling in a lot more things once I started writing, that, you know, it was good to highlight. It's a good place to just, you know, market.
What's the name of the blog? Tell us.
Minty Vintage.
Minty Vintage. Make sure you put that on your favorites list. That's a cool thing.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know where it's gonna go. I have no I have no agenda with it.
Yeah.
It's just for me and an outlet to just kind of.
I'm the guy with the agenda. We're going to put Muskegon back on the map. That's the agenda. And it's great people like her that's doing it, to be honest with you. When's the next Retro Expo?
June 26th.
Vendor info.
Vendor info, that can be on the Minty Vintage website, which is just mintyvintage.com.
Okay.
You can do /Retro Expo. Otherwise, there's a nice tab at the top.
Okay.
That has the whole application form, the whole payment process.
How many vendors do you expect?
Right now we have about 30 signed up again. 15, I would say about 15 of them are seasonal, so people who have, that come to every there's
Every
5
one of them.
So
Yep, yep.
they're there every month, and then seems to be, I mean, it fills up every time, so it's really nice because there's a nice change. So the people who were here for May that just signed up for May and left, now June's coming in, all those places have been taken, so
Wow.
it's always changing,
Always
but there's
changing.
always those people that are still there, so.
Yeah. What about the crowd up north? They invited down? Everybody coming in
yeah.
for Electric Forest?
I hope so.
I'd love to see them down
that
here.
would be great.
I'm going to be up there slinging beer, so let's send them down here and check out the Retro Expo.
Yes, definitely.
Anything else you want to mention as long as I got you?
No, I mean, thank you to the Muskegon Farmers Market. I mean, without this amazing venue, it wouldn't happen.
I got to tell you, and I wrote a little bit about it in the piece here, but I want to tell you face to face. Coming down to the Retro Expo last year for me was a big part of the decision to start this blog. Because you've got something that you're passionate about and you love doing and you love being a part of. You just grabbed yourself by the bootstraps and said, let's do it. And that is what we need around here, is people like you that just take the bull by the horns and say, this is going to happen, let's do it.
Oh,
You're a rock star in my world.
Thank you.
You really are. Make sure you check out mintyvintage.com. We're going to put all the links right here on Positively Muskegon. Keep your eyes on this one. Alison Updyke, she is an up-and-comer, and she is going to be a rock star. You're going to be here for a while, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's my life.
She'll be a rock star in Muskegon for quite some time. Come down and check out the Retro Expo at the, what's this thing called? The Farmers Market.
Farmers Market.
Thanks, Alison.